The Colts had a meltdown for the ages, losing to Jacksonville 26-11, and in course, knocking themselves out of the playoffs. It was not pretty if you were a fan of the Indianapolis Colts. All they needed to do was win, and they were in. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And on top of that, they were playing a Jacksonville team that even though they won this game, they still hold the number 1 overall pick in the draft. That's how bad the Jacksonville Jaguars are. They were guaranteed, basically, to hold the number 1 pick in the draft no matter what. And the Colts march into Jacksonville and do what they do best, lose to the Jaguars in Jacksonville. They have not won a game in Jacksonville since 2014. Maybe that was a bad omen. Maybe we all overlooked that, but either way, Trevor Lawrence went out there, probably had the game of his career so far, and Carson Wentz went out there and did exactly what a lot of people expected Carson Wentz to do. And this is not me saying that Carson Wentz is a bad quarterback. This is not me saying that Carson Wentz shouldn't be an NFL starter. This is me saying that Carson Wentz is a very good quarterback at his best and not a great quarterback at his best, which is fine. But I think a lot of people, Dan Orlovsky in particular, were overhyping him, talking about the potential, this potential that he still had, even though we basically saw what Carson Wentz was in the latter years in the Eagles, in Philadelphia. We saw that Carson Wentz is a guy who you can trust, but you can't lean on in big moments. That's what Carson Wentz is. You can trust him most of the time, but you can't trust him all of the time. And that's the difference between a good quarterback and a great quarterback. This was the biggest moment of their season. The biggest moment of their season. And look, this is not absolving anyone else on the Colts of what their job was. The defense should have played better against one of the most putrid offenses in the NFL. The running game should have been better like it was throughout the season. The offensive line should have blocked better. But at the end of the day, the Indianapolis Colts traded a first-round pick away for Carson Wentz. I think it was a first round, maybe a second round, one of those. They trade a big-time pick away for Carson Wentz. And in return, you had to get the guy. You had to get the guy that when all the chips are down, when the team needs him to play big-time football, he's got to be that guy. That's what they brought Carson Wentz to be. That's what they brought him in to be. Frank Reich was there. Everyone thought that Frank Reich was going to be able to be the quarterback whisperer to Carson Wentz. And it just did not materialize in the way that I think many Colts fans expected. It did not materialize in the way that many, I think, in the Colts front office executives expected either. He played well throughout the season. I think it was like 22 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, something like that. He played well. Just not well enough to will this team in the playoffs. One game. They had one game to make it, and they didn't. And it was against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The rest of the season, in comparison to this, meant very little in this moment. Because tunnel vision. You are playing the Jaguars. A team who the fans showed up to this game, not really for the game because they expected to lose, but because they plan to protest Shad Khan, the owner. They dress up as clowns and plan to protest Shad Khan, the owner. And you're telling me that, we shouldn't be surprised this wasn't a letdown? I saw that on Twitter. People were saying that this was, we should have expected this, I'm like, this is like one of the most epic chokes I've seen in a long time as far as, playoffs go, as far as the playoffs on the line go. This is right up there. I mean, I'm a Ravens fan, right? And I was watching this game very closely, and I just saw Jacksonville go up and score again. And pretty soon it was like the score was like 20-3, and I was just amazed. I was like, wow, Carson Wentz is Carson Wentzing, because he had the pick, he had the fumble, and the outside of the one drive where it was just garbage time points, they didn't do anything. They put up 3 points. They really just put up 3 points in this game as an offense. That is inexcusable for the amount of money that you've invested in Carson Wentz, the draft capital you've invested in Carson Wentz, the time, the resources, everything. It's inexcusable if Carson Wentz. If you brought him in to be the guy, we know right now, damn sure, that he's not. Thanks for watching this video from Real Take Sports Talk. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified whenever a new video is released. Also, remember to check out our live show every single Thursday at 8 p.m. right here on the YouTube channel. And remember, keep it real.